We had a system that would get to where we wanted to go. The content is just exceptional.
And it's a huge time saver. You can throw that question out there to the community. You can keep rolling and boom, we've saved time. We've found time. Time is more valuable than money.
Because we had a system in place, because we knew where we were going, we still were able to meet and exceed our goals for the year. Yeah, we don't have to reinvent the wheel.
As you go through that interview process and you just begin to talk, he's saying, okay, well, what about this? What about this? What about this? And you're just like,
the tools, 4Level provides is just outstanding. So we've been in business for 12 years as far as being an actual business. And I've got decades of experience in construction, but for building a company from the ground up, I had no experience. And it got to a point where it was like, this is not working. Financially, we had no direction whatsoever. And so I was listening to podcasts by Randy, other coaches, other leaders in the home building remodel business. And one of the biggest things that kept hitting me was you have to know your numbers. So my first interview with Randy, I just told him, look, I don't know my numbers, and that's all I keep hearing. And I know that that's what we need. And so that has been the biggest thing that we've gotten from 4Level was they taught us how to know our numbers, and it's made a huge difference in our business.
Brought the company together.
Yeah.
He had pieces, I had pieces, and Randy really helped fill in the missing pieces and unify us.
Once we knew our numbers, it helped us with our mindset because we already had a good mindset. We knew what we wanted. We knew where we wanted to go. But now we had a system that would get to where we wanted to go. It was a huge piece of the puzzle for us, which really, when you're banging your head against the wall, your mindset isn't too good. But once you get that piece of the puzzle, then it's like, aha. And then you got all this energy, you get your drive becomes even more driven because you know now which way to go. So that was huge. And it really helped us on increasing our price. We were actually charging, knowing our numbers, we were actually charging an adequate amount, but we also realized that there were things we weren't charging for. And that was a big plus for our business.
Hey, if you like this video, remember to hit that subscribe button, grab your hammer, and hit the bell so you don't miss any more of these videos.
We weren't charging for a management fee, any kind of management fee. We weren't charging for anything for design or consultation, on-site consultations. We were the free estimate contractor like everybody else, And do I still give a free estimate? Yeah, but it's a ballpark. It's a qualifier estimate to see whether this potential customer is actually going serious or if they're just tired. So that's about the only free thing they get out of us. And that was huge. There's so much time. And I guess that's where you could say it changed our mindset, because before we were doing all this free work and thinking, that's just the way it is. But now we realize all that estimating, that consultation for design, all that stuff a lot of contractors do for free, now it needs to be charged for. You can't just give your time away. It's part of the business. It's part of the process of remodeling or building a house. The content that's available online, the tools that are there, it's just exceptional. We've made adjustments to our sales process just by going in and looking at the shock and wow part of the sales process. As you grow as a business, you run into things that, now you need an answer. 9 times out of 10, we can just go into the toolbox of that online content and find what we need. So I would say the online content, it's excellent.
It helps across the board, whether it's back office, all the way through into the field working with customers. You're going to find an answer in there, or it's going to guide you back. If you start to slip into some old practices, it's like, oh yeah, I need to be doing it this way. And then it just flows.
I've been reading Randy's book, Sales System. There's things in there that, it's like, you don't quite understand. How have you guys implemented this in your business? And you can just simply reach out to the community. Randy has started the 5 a.m. club, and one of the first ones in there. It's awesome because it's great to have like-minded people to work with that have been through the same struggles you have, are going through the same struggles you are. And then there's also those that have been through the struggles and are successful, and they give you their input.
And it's a huge time saver. If something comes up and you can't find that answer, or you need it tweaked for whatever it is, you can throw that question out there to the community. You can keep rolling, and boom, that question, there's somebody chiming in with an answer. Hey, this is how we solved that problem. This is what we used. Have you tried this? Have you thought about it that way? It's a huge resource, but it's also a huge time saver because you just keep moving along. You never get stuck. Well, I think measurable, you always think dollars, but measurable time. We've saved time. We've found time. Time is more valuable than money. So we've recovered so much of that. We're not bleeding time now. We're able to set goals. We set our gross revenue goal for this year, and we've exceeded that goal. And we're not at the end of the year yet.
We were able to, knowing our numbers, we were able to set the gross revenue for the company for this year, and she said we exceeded it. And we did that despite serious personal challenges that we had to deal with. I mean, we didn't work for almost 4 months. We were just kind of keeping things going, and we still, because we had a system in place, because we knew where we were going, we still were able to meet and exceed our goals for the year as far as the revenue goes. So, and I know there are things that happen in our personal life that sometimes it is a good excuse, but a lot of times we use personal things in our lives as an excuse. If you don't have a goal, you let that be your excuse. I didn't make it because it didn't happen. We still had our goals. When those challenges started to clear up, we were able to focus right back on that goal, and it didn't take any time at all to get us back on track. This particular instance, it was just our 1-year goal.
The systems were in place. We never lost that momentum. We just kept moving forward. So the business never shut down.
Yeah.
And if we hadn't have had 4-level and all those things in place, yeah, we would have come to a screeching halt, and we'd have had to start it all over to try to get that momentum again.
Yeah. It's just been awesome to have you guys, 4-level, Randy, you, Richard, and the other team members there to continue to not only push us in the direction that we want to go. I mean, we said, hey, we want to hire you guys to get us where we want to go. And you guys have done that. And that has been great. And it wasn't just like motivational, hey, rah, rah, you can do it. You're like, all right, this is where you want to go. Here's the tools you need. You held us accountable. And that's what you need from a coach. You need them to look at you in your situation, say, you guys need to make adjustments here. I'm going to show you how to do it. You got to put in the work, and I'm going to hold you to it. And that's what you guys have done. So that's why we love you guys.
But we're not having to put all that energy, time, and effort on the backside. It's laid out for us. We can take all that energy and drive, pick up those tools, and run with it and keep moving forward.
Yeah.
That's what, 4-level makes it easy.
Yeah, we don't have to reinvent the wheel. You guys have got a system that's getting us to where we want to go. It is awesome to have people that are where you were, people that are where you're at, and people that are where you want to be to talk to and be part of a community. It's like being on teams. It's awesome because you've got the rookies, you've got the guys that are in between, and you've got the old guys, the superstars that are successful, and we all get to draw on each other. It's great as somebody that's been doing it a while to have guys that are super hyped, start a business and do what they do, because they're loaded with questions, they're excited, and that gets us excited. And it's the same for the guys on the team that have been doing it for a long time. They're super successful with their businesses. You can just see them get excited too when all of us are asking questions, or they see us going through it and they're like, but they know we're moving in the right direction. So it's great to be in a community or a team like that.
And the community is diverse. So you can't say, well, I'm a custom home builder, this remodeler won't understand, or I'm specific to this trade, these guys do everything, they're not going to understand. The community is very diverse. So if you have a question, if you need support, there's somebody who knows, they're doing it too. So it's that in itself takes away some obstacles that we can kind of superimpose. But the community, there's always that support and that answer out there.
4-level was the first one that I interviewed because, to use the terms from the program, you showed up and you wowed us. Randy wowed us. So it was like it was a no-brainer for both of us, because we were both in on the call with Randy for that interview, and we were both impressed.
Yeah, he knows his stuff.
Yeah.
As you go through that interview process and you just begin to talk, he's saying, okay, well, what about this? What about this? What about this? And you're just like, okay, he's got us nailed. This is the guy.
Yeah.
Like, we're just going through this interview process and he's already showing us. So it's like, how do you not say yes? This is what we need.
Don't try to reinvent the wheel. The tools, 4-level provides, the coaching that you get from Randy and some of the other coaches is just outstanding, and the community is awesome. So just do it, man. Just take the leap. It's not a huge amount of money to get started, and it's worth every penny you pay for what you get.
If you're on the fence about joining, obviously you're already searching. You know you need help. You've come to the right place. You can just stop searching. Just do it. 4-level, they customize, they work with you. They're always there. It'll make life so much easier.
The amount of money that you will spend on trying to do it on your own or with another coach that isn't right for you, or just isn't that qualified to be a coach, is going to be way more than the small fee that you pay to get started with Randy. It is an excellent program.
As we went through the shock and wow package and getting our website up and retooling everything, including the logo.
Yeah.
It's like, if we do this is the message, this is the image we want to project.
Yeah, I mean, Randy's shock and wow makes you realize that you can't have a so-so website, and that's what we had. We had CGN do our website, but they also did our branding so that the website stands out. That lesson, that coaching of you got to shock and wow. You just got to pay the money to have that website, because that's your public face. Probably one of the first ways that you are presented to the customer. So you got to have it. So but it was.
And as soon as you get it in place, it starts clicking.
Yeah.
Clients started coming in. People, it
Yeah.
It wasn't even, I want to find out about you. It was, hey, can you come? I want you to do my bathroom.
Yeah.
Or I want you to come and do. So, yeah.
Website wasn't even up, a week, and we got 2 customers off the website. I mean, we were out there, and they switched it over to their website. Yeah, it wasn't even a week.
Guys, if you want to check it out and learn how to become a freedom builder in our core program, jump into that description, book a call with us, and we'll see you on the other side.